Welcome back to another episode of Coffee Meets Vodka. I'm your host, Raya, and I'm handling life one shot at a time. Sit back, relax, let's talk all things pop culture, celebrities, gossip, trends, and let's become best friends. What? I'm just saying what everyone else is thinking. Hello, everybody. I'm so sorry if you guys missed us last week. I was in a little bit of a depresso mode. Sabrina Carmerser says espresso. I say depresso, but that's okay. We're back. We got most of the team here. Taylor's still living her best life in Spain. She'll be back soon. Kathy's here. I love it. It's feeling like a sense of normalcy. If you guys are loving the show, please subscribe. It really helps us. Subscribe anywhere you get podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Google Play for our Android users, whatever you guys need. Please, we're everywhere. If you also are a visual person, we're on YouTube at Coffee Meets Vodka. You can find us there. Subscribe, share with your friends, comment. We do a lot of shorts as well. So if you don't have TikTok or Instagram, have no fear. We post all the shorts there, so you won't miss out on anything. And there's just like funny bits that I personally think are funny from each episode or interesting or et cetera, et cetera. I have some exciting news today. We have a Caraway Home code for you guys, special for you. If you use CMV, you get 10% off of your order. And I'm so excited because, as you guys know, I've talked about this brand in the past, a couple of episodes back. You know, they're non-toxic, safe cookware brand. And it's great, non-toxic, easy cooking, well-loved. You know, they don't have PFAs, PTFEs, PFOA, or any other hard-to-pronounce chemicals, which is great because those letters were really sending me to the moon just now. Easy cooking. They have ceramic, naturally slick surface, which means minimal oil or butter for slide up the pan, eggs, and easy cleaning. Okay, I don't know about the minimal butter, babe, because is butter a carb? Also, over 65,000 people have already rated it 5 stars. You could be the next one to rate it 5 stars. They are having a Father's Day sale, a pre-Father's Day sale, which is really exciting. Caraway Home is introducing Caraway Month, all month long, 4 weeks filled with fun deals and surprises that'll keep you on the edge of your kitchen stool all June long. Caraway's dropping the hottest new deals every Monday in June, so keep your eyes peeled and your cabinets ready. Literally, this is such a good brand. I get the mini duo in cream with the silver handles. It comes with a little mini frying pan and a little mini saucepan. I'm absolutely loving it. It matches my whole new aesthetic. You guys know I moved, but I'm so excited because it's going with my whole theme of my kitchen, my pots and pans that I have now that I'm slowly transitioning into a full Caraway Home set is white. We're doing like white, and I'm just going for like this whole eclectic but still cohesive vibe, and the white will go with anything, and I really, really love it. I have to tell you, this one recipe that I've been super obsessed with, I have to tell you, I literally have texted my friend like maybe 3 times and been like, hey, can I cook this orzo shrimp recipe for you? And I've been loving cooking it in my Caraway pans, and also I just love cooking for my friends. Like, I like hosting, and I feel like all of it is, you know, the non-toxic. I know that everybody is going home safe and toxic free when I cook for them, so I do love that. I'll link the recipe because it's honestly really good. It's like a hyperfixation right now, and I'm like really obsessed. So you guys, go run to carawayhomes.com/CMV to get 10% off your order for Father's Day. It's coming up this weekend. All month long of June, they're dropping new products. Run, don't walk. And one more reminder that Caraway Month is on. Caraway's dropping limited time offers every Monday in June. Blink and you just might miss it. Plus, if you visit carawayhome.com/CMV, you could take an additional 10% off of your next purchase. This deal is exclusive for our listeners. So visit carawayhome.com/CMV or use code CMV at checkout. Caraway, non-toxic, cookware made modern. Seriously, love it. Post it. Tag me, tag Caraway, because I would love to see you guys using your products and love them as much as I do. All right, let's get into today's episode. We have a lot going on since we kind of have to catch up on, 2 weeks worth of hot goss. And I love that. I want to talk first. So yesterday I went to DJ James Kennedy's DJ set at Clay Houston, which is now Encore. I'm not sure what's going on there. But anywho, so much fun. Literally so much fun. I don't know, is it my first DJ set? I guess so. And I had to support DJ JK. Taylea was like, I love how you were talking about DJs a couple weeks ago. No, and I always will. But if James sucked, I would have loved it. It's not if. He was amazing, actually. But I'm just saying, like, I wanted to go and support my boy. I feel like we've all grown up together, and he's come so far. And one thing that I'm so proud of him, and I'll get into, like, the set and everything, but, like, I'm so proud of him in the way that he literally, they all laughed in his face about how he wanted to be a DJ, and, like, nobody took him serious. And he... honestly, so phenomenal, like so Vegas coded. I hope he gets a residency. He fully deserves it. He's really, really good. Like, I was surprised. Like, I knew he was good, and like I said, I would have loved it regardless if he did not play good as gold. Honestly, hallelujah. Really hate that song. I'm a Sheena hater. I don't hate anybody except for like a few celebs, like only 2. But anyways, Sheena, I don't hate her. It's just, we all think she's annoying. But yeah, he didn't play good as gold. Thank God. Gosh, it was so good. Oh, let me tell you what happened. Okay, so what?
Are you talking about the Ray-Ban guy?
No, I wasn't going to say that. But I will say, like, men are literally coming for me, and they need to be stopped and put in their place. That's all I'm going to say about that. But 2, so I had my Dear Media hat on, Shut Up, I'm Talking, got so many compliments on that. I really love that hat, and I'm pretty sure it's on their website. Actually, I hope it's on their website because I want another one because DJ JK signed my hat, and I just want to say, like, he was signing everybody's hat, and he put a little heart next to the outside and then signed the front. Not everybody else got a double signature, okay? I got 2 things, and I really loved it. He was so nice. He was so grateful. He was like, I'm gonna come around and take photos with the front row. Sprayed champagne on us like 3 or 4 times. Honestly, it was nice because it was hot as balls outside. I mean, I don't know what the weather was like yesterday, but it was easily over 100. Like, there's no way. We were all instantly profusely sweating. It was fucking terrible. Yeast infections are real, UTIs. I mean, like, we're all just sitting sweaty in those bathing suits. I immediately got home and, like, showered, washed everything. So praying to the OBGYNs that I'm okay. And I will say, let me tell you this too. So on the ticket, it said it was from 2 to 8. And, like, obviously I know he's not going to go on at 2. But me and my friend were thinking like 4, 5. He wasn't coming on till 6. So it was like 6 to 8. It was like a hard 8. So it was like just 2 hours. Honestly, amazing. It literally stopped at exactly 8 p.m. But we were like, it's so funny, the door guys. We were like, I was like, is James here? And they were like, no, he's not coming till 6. And we both looked at each other. We're like, 6? So we went to a Mexican restaurant, ate lunch, which was very smart, had a few drinks, and then went to the set, and it was so great. Met some friends. I was hoping the Bravo girlies would be out, and they absolutely were. It was amazing. And yeah, no, he was really good. So I'm so glad. Best money spent. He signed my hat. He reposted CMV. He liked my personal story. I'm so excited. I can't wait to do a reel and TikTok later. So you guys be on the lookout for that. And James Kennedy, we're so proud of you here at CMV Studios. Keep on keeping on. So yeah, that was that. And you said that there's a lot of shark videos going on.
Yes, in Florida.
'Cause you just got back from Florida.
Yes, but I didn't go to the beach. So maybe it was a good thing.
I was going to say, probably smart. Thank God you're here.
'Cause
with all your limbs intact.
I came back the 5th, So it's only been like 5 days, and these shark attacks have been happening since then.
No, literally, the video you just showed me looked like minnows, like tadpoles in a pond.
Yeah.
It's insane. And I just know we've pissed off Mother Nature. And I know we've pissed off the ocean.
Definitely.
They've had a meeting.
They're like, everyone go.
And you said Lulu. What about Lulu?
Oh, Lulu, she lost her right leg. She had to get it amputated, and I think it was one of her hands.
Wait, was this the girl whose dad punched it in the eye?
No, I think that was a different one.
Okay. I've seen like a lot lately.
Yeah.
Like over the last week, I saw her. I saw another girl who like had stitches on her hand, and luckily they were able to save it. And these are hammerheads, or they're all...
No, they're like different types. The hammerhead one, they just found them like swimming.
Wait, you know what else I've seen recently, which ties into this, is jumping off cruise ships like the new eating Tide Pods or something? Because I saw another guy, like an adult, like jumping off of a cruise ship.
I've only seen one of those videos.
The one of the kid who got eaten, or what?
No, it's just some guy jumped off the cruise, and there was like a video of him like in the water, like waiting.
Was he in a white shirt?
I don't remember. It was a while ago. A couple days ago.
Yeah, I think I saw it like yesterday or something. Who knows? It could be the same video. They're targeting us. I just that's crazy to me. And also people were like, don't jump off cruise ships because the propellers are going to suck you in.
Yeah, but why would you jump off one in the first
Girl,
place?
why are you going to be spending thousands of dollars to jump off a fucking cruise ship? And don't they have slides?
Yeah, they have like they have pool and stuff, like every hot tub and everything like on
Honestly, at that rate, just get a bunch of friends, sign up for Below Deck, get a discount, and go on your own personal yacht so then you can jump off a boat in the middle of the ocean. Like, I don't, where it's like not shark infested.
Yeah.
These people are going, like, the cruise ships are going to like shark infested waters.
Yeah.
Because they're
going
traveling. They're not stopping.
Ocean.
Yeah, they're not like stopping. It's crazy. Any more shark news?
I'm reading about the Lulu thing. Basically, they were walking around on the beach, and then someone said that there were sharks in the water, and then they couldn't find Lulu. And then Ellie, maybe like her sister, went up to the mom, was like, "Oh, Lulu is the one in the water." And then they just saw like her leg like torn up and stuff. And then what else does it say?
Girl.
Yeah, then she had to have surgery. The shark bit off her left hand, and they had to amputate her right leg halfway up from her knee to her hip, so like the thigh area.
That is fucking scary.
And she needs 4 to 5 more surgeries to finalize her amputation. And she lost 2/3 of the body in her blood. Wait, the blood in her body. I said the body in her blood.
Damn, dude, that's wild. Couldn't be me. I'm like really afraid of the ocean, I have to say. I was so surprised when I went to the Virgin Islands, have to plug that I literally swam so far from the boat. I mean, I'm saying so far, I could obviously see it. And I'm a strong swimmer, I would say. And I feel like I almost drowned. And I mean, luckily I could see miles. I do have bad eyes, but there wasn't even any fish. And they said that there's like a hurricane that came before a couple months prior, and it wiped out like a lot of the marine life. So that's sad for them, good for me. You know what I mean?
Said she lives in Destin, and they said they saw like random orcas a couple days ago, and that's why sharks are going closer to the shore, because orcas like eat sharks. The killer whales.
But
maybe they're like
so
scared.
No, they're going closer to the shore because then the whales can't go that close in or something.
I guess because they're like bigger.
Justice for orcas. I'm obsessed with whales. I'm obsessed with orcas. They're so sweet.
Sweet. They're like the deadliest animal in the ocean.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Have you seen the videos of the killer whales? They're called killer whales.
Yeah, but trust me, I did a whole paper on this in college. My 15 minutes of fame in college. Like, they're really not. Like, in the wild, they're not known to kill people.
No, like, but other animals.
Oh, well, yeah, but not people.
I know, but they're like the biggest predator, like, in the ocean.
Yeah, because I think they have teeth, right? Because the
Yes,
other
they
one,
have
like
teeth.
the bigger one is like what? Like a humpback whale, and they don't have teeth. They just
Yeah.
have like the... Dude, imagine
like,
being that many tons.
whatever.
Yeah, the
Bristles.
Yeah, whatever it is. But like, imagine being that big and like you get microscopic food. That sucks. You would never be full.
A 45-year-old woman was bit. And then girls were waist deep in the Gulf, and then they also got bit. This is all in Florida.
Wait, all I'm thinking of is Florida. Taylor Swift song.
Oh.
Okay, well, enough fear mongering. Just, you know, I mean, Florida's always like that. So just, you know, stay vigilant. I just had a question. Okay, speaking of like Vanderpump Rules, let's like talk about that really quick. Well, not even Vanderpump Rules. I don't give a shit about the reunion. Honestly, it's all boring. I'm over it. It's overplayed. I feel like I will not be discussing Vanderpump Rules anymore. I will be supporting DJ James Kennedy, and also something about her sandwich shop. They finally opened it, and there was like a lot of controversy over that because there was like a 4-hour wait, and then there was like no snacks, and people didn't get sandwiches. I don't know, girl. My question was, does Vanderpump Villa have too much drama? Is there such a thing? I actually do think there is, because like I've lost a little bit of interest. I'm gonna finish it, and like the beginning was like the perfect formula. They had a Jax, they had a Stassi, they have, you know, Katie, Kristen, like they have like all of the main characters. They have, you know, people setting up for like interpersonal relationships, all that stuff. But also, so like Vanderpump Villa is giving Vanderpump Rules by like Below Deck, by Europe, a European summer. I don't know, or maybe just them too. But my question is like, is there too much drama? Because like, babe, literally like, I don't know, episode 5, 4 or 5, like 5 or something like that, 5 or 6, they're like screaming to each other. And it's like only them, like 6 or 8 or however many people there are, because like even on Below Deck, like they don't like scream in front of the guests. They're like doing that kind of like after the guests leave, or like, you know, behind closed doors or like whatever. Like, yes, sometimes I feel like the guests like do hear them over, like, but then it's like nipped in the bud really quick. Vanderpump Villa, they are taking their clothes off, they're just pouring shots down their own throats and the guests, and like all of this stuff, and like partying with the guests, screaming, crying, making out with guests, like whatever. And I'm just like, question mark? Hello? Like, I don't know. There's like it's like too produced in my opinion. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's real. But anywho, that was just my question. I would like to know if you guys are watching Vanderpump Villa, and if you also think that it might be a little too much drama. Okay, I want to talk about this because we already talked about Hayley Kate, whatever the frick, the girl that got punched in the head by the New York City puncher. Okay, yes. She's now bought a house in the Hamptons. She at 23, apparently, she bought a car and she bought a house in the Hamptons, and she's continuing to pay her Manhattan rent. Now I know this is like a couple weeks ago, and I know like things have come out that like it's right outside the Hamptons, it's cheaper. I get it. I mean, I don't care if it was a shit shack in New Jersey. Like, I can't really afford a house right now. And you know, I did listen to part of their podcast today about, you know, her reasoning and buying a house, and she basically said that she doesn't really want a Roth IRA or stocks because she likes to see where her money is going. And she was like, real estate's a great investment. As somebody in real estate, I personally could not agree more. I think that's a great investment. It will always appreciate if you hold on to it. Unless you're like Sonja Morgan, whose townhome only sold for $4.45 million, and her ex-husband bought it for $9 million. I mean, that's crazy. You must keep up with it. I mean, it sold for 4.45 because it needs a shit ton of work. Like, so, but I don't know. Does it need like $5 million in plumbing though? Like, I don't know what the like structural work is that, it went to auction. It was originally listed, you know, it's been listed for like 7 years. It was originally listed for like 12 million. Then they did 10 million. Then she came down to 7 million, couldn't sell it, went to auction and sold for 4.45. I mean, that sucks. That's a huge loss. But at least she can get rid of the townhome now and kind of move on with her life. Back to Hayley Kate. You know, I agree with her with the whole, invest in real estate. I think that's a great idea. Now, wasn't it that she was the one, some girl was like, hey, like somebody can see your address, like looking out for you. And then she went psycho and posted that girl's phone number all over her story and was like, blow her up.
I have no idea.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure she was one, or maybe it was a different influencer. But this girl was like, hey, like, just be careful because you're showing like a lot of your house and like you just moved in and like it's public record, like doing a little PSA for the girly. And she wasn't even saying like anything rude. And then I can't remember if it was Halle. So please don't come for me. I don't want to slander Halle if it wasn't her. Well, really, I don't want to slander anybody. But I believe it was her that posted the girl's phone number that was just trying to help her. If it wasn't her, it was definitely a different influencer, and I think that's crazy. But what's the tie to the New York City puncher punching her in the head and giving her a goose egg to buying a house in the Hamptons? Like, I feel like, I don't know, something is fishy there. Something is fishy there, and we never heard any updates about the New York City puncher. Like, a couple people got arrested, I guess.
So the girl that told her about her address, she found Halle's number. Like, she didn't know her. She found Halle's number and texted her. And that's why Halle, like, made a big deal. She's like, how did you get my phone number?
Oh, I thought she said she DM'd her.
No,
She's
she,
a brunette girl, right?
She texted her.
Oh.
Yeah, she went to the lengths of finding her phone number. So she, like, looked up the girl's phone.
No, Halle did that.
No,
to
the girl did it. The girl thought it was helpful to text Halle's personal cell phone and tell her she found her address.
All right, bitch, that's a little crazy. You couldn't have just sent a DM or like posted a comment.
Everyone's like, if you just DM'd her, that'd be fine. But why are you trying to go look for her phone number?
Well, then Halle posted her phone number and was like, do what you want with that information or something. I don't know. I think the girl had like genuine intentions, but like that's a bit creepy.
That is creepy.
I guess she really, like, hold on. I mean, not that I'm a devil advocate, girly, but I'm thinking that, like, she really wanted her to see the message. And if you did a comment or a DM, like, she would have, you know, maybe missed it. You know?
Yeah, they said the response to her video has been so messy. I love the drama. So I guess she did post that girl's number, too.
Yikes. Why? Okay, in that regard, why wouldn't you just send her, like, a letter? Be like, hey, we found your address. Like,
yeah,
just be careful, girl. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, Halle posted her phone number, too, because she reached out through text first. And
okay, that makes me, I got a little naughty.
And then
like,
the girl, like, was, like, happy that she was on Halle's story. She was, like, smiling in her video when she was talking about it.
Okay, it's creepy, but okay, well, whatever. Well, now we know the full story because that's like only half of like what I saw. So now the full picture, I'm getting the full picture. Yeah. Now it makes sense. So, yeah, but I don't know. I'm stuck on this New York City puncher story. I really am. Because something in my gut, and maybe I'm on the wrong side of history. I'm not trying to, you know, accuse anybody of lying, of course. Like, I've already said this. But I just wonder, like, because they get paid so much for, like, views and engagement.
Yeah.
Was she like, I just need 20 more grand to do my down payment? Like, I don't know. You know, like, I'm not saying, I definitely, you know, think the New York City I don't know about that because really, what was the update? Like, did I miss it? Like, please let me know. Anywho, happy for her that she could buy a Land Rover and a home in the Hamptons or Hamptons adjacent in the same day. I love that for you, girl. Oh my God, did you see the Celine Dion documentary trailer? Teardrops on my guitar. It was like truly amazing. Can't wait to, I'm like literally choked up like watching the trailer, so I can't wait till that comes out.
Did you see Taylor Swift perform Crazier?
I did.
That's
in Edinburgh,
cool.
Literally the best city. I'm sorry, like I loved Edinburgh. I also looked because I'm a freak and I always add not Taylor Swift, but I always add the weather app and the or like the city that I'm going to on the weather app and the world clock, or like if my friends are traveling, so I know like when to text them or call them or whatever, because I feel like I'm considerate. Literally, I looked this morning because she's like, I'm getting a hand cramp. It's so cold. And I was like, cold in June? It's 56
I wish.
in Edinburgh. And then apparently they have like 17 hours of sunlight. I didn't know that either in Scotland.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's so crazier. I love that. And people are saying that that's going to be on her debut re-release.
Ooh.
So maybe it was a hint. I don't know. I do love that. For when I went to prom in 2009, because like I went to prom 3 times, like, not to brag. But on one of my ex-boyfriends posts, when like picnic, and this could be aging myself. I really don't give a fuck. I've lived a good full life. But like picnic, I always put, you make me crazy. I was so down bad. I'm down bad for honestly everybody that I lock eyes with. So no one's special until I get a ring, you know? Sophia Richie had her baby,
Yeah.
Eloise. And then
Like
I saw
from
this.
Bridgerton.
Okay, I thought Bridgerton too, and then I saw this girl. Dude, and maybe we were being trolled. I feel like I'm so gullible sometimes. But like, I saw this girl on TikTok. By the way, that's just like where I get all my news, to be honest. But TikTok and Twitter. But I saw this girl saying, I met Sophia Richie like 6 months ago, when she was like 3 months pregnant or something, and my name is Eloise, and she was like, you had a beautiful name. Coincidence? And like, I thought
saw
was,
that too.
yeah.
But maybe she picked out the name before, and that's why she complimented her name.
Oh, this is so great. If anybody knows the wedding dress designer Hayley Paige, she finally won her lawsuit against JLM Couture, and she's able to use her birth name again, Hayley Paige. She was not able to use it publicly, or literally people could not introduce her like, oh, hi, let's welcome to the stage Hayley Paige. Like they literally could not say her name because it was part of the lawsuit, because her name is her brand and JLM owned the brand, and every time they said her name, JLM would get money for it. So I'm so I've always wanted a Hayley Paige wedding dress, and I was like, oh my god, I can never like get it now because it's not her. Like even when they were putting out quote new designs, they weren't hers. She has won the lawsuit. It is so, I mean, I'm so happy for her. This has been going on for like, I honestly want to say like 5 years. I could be wrong. I could be like a little less, but it has been going on for like a couple of years, and I'm very, very proud of her. Yeah, basically, I don't know. This happens a lot with designers. It happened with Jessica Simpson. It happened with this, like 70s designer to 50s designer, 60s. Hochstein. Do you guys remember? Did y'all ever watch that Netflix show where basically, like, this is like what happens. The designer does the designs, and as a creative, sometimes you're not really business savvy, okay? And, you know, you have either the wrong people in place or yes men or like whatever. And long story short, it kind of gets like watered down and watered down and watered down to where it's like, oh, we're going to bring this guy in to like help because we need funding and whatever, this company. And, oh, then they're going to own, you know, 49% and you'll own 51, and then it's like, oh well, we're gonna bring this one in, and they kind of like dwindle down your percentage of the company to where you basically don't even own it anymore, or the majority of the share. And sometimes in turn you have to pay the company to even like work there or do the designs, or like in Hayley Paige's situation, like use her own birth name, right? So that's basically like what happened. That happened with Hochstein. So if you guys are even interested about this Hayley Paige situation, I highly recommend watching that show. I want to say it's on Netflix. It might be on something else now, but he was a designer, and it does like a good job of basically kind of showing how corporations take over small designers like that. And that's what happened with Jessica Simpson, and that's what happened with Hayley Paige, and they both won. I'm so happy for them. So love that. Oh my goodness. Speaking of TikTok, have you been following the Ali Al-Bulaban? Bulaban. I was like, I knew I'm going to pronounce it wrong. Ali Al-Bulaban was found guilty of 2 counts of murder. Okay, so get this. Apparently he was like some TikToker, never heard of him in my life. And his wife separated from him, was in, I want to say Miami. I could totally be wrong, but she was at her apartment, which she paid for, and with her like new boyfriend or like a friend or something like that, a guy that was there. He literally is caught on, I want to say a Ring camera, or maybe it's because I don't think apartments have, you know, hallway cameras. I think it was like a Ring camera, and he like goes in and murders both of them, and calls his mom and was like, I did it, I murdered them, like literally admits, like on video. And then he was like shocked that he got found guilty of 2 counts of murder. Disgusting.
That's crazy.
And he has I want to say he has 2 kids or 1 kid. They have a kid. Yeah. It's disgusting. I just think like, and he was like, how could she do this to me? How could she leave me? That's literally what he said in court.
But he killed her?
Yeah.
Oh.
Disgusting. I don't remember what the sentence is, but I hope he gets life. Disgusting. Olympics are this year. There's a lot of controversy going on in France. Something about the prime minister or the president of France. Wait, is that the macaroon guy, Macron, or what's his name? President of France. Isn't that what everybody loves?
Macrons?
No. Yeah, Emmanuel Macron. Macron? I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. That's the guy who married his English teacher when he and they met when he was 15 and she was like 40 something and now she's like 60. No, that story's crazy. I could do a deep dive on that.
Yeah, she's 71.
71, dude. And they met they got married when they met when she was 40 and they got married when she was like 50 or something like that, and he was like 19. I don't know. It's like
she was 40 and he was 15
when they met.
Yeah. And
disgusting. She literally divorced her husband for him.
Yeah, she divorced her husband in January 2006 and then married him October 2007.
That's disgust. Anyways, there's a lot of controversy going on with France right now, France, and you know, they're saying, the president is saying something about like, no, he's making it a point to clean the rivers, and you know, apparently they're spending like billions of dollars in taxpayer monies to really get ready for the Olympics. And every time a country / city has the Olympics, it's like a huge loss for the economy, which I think is actually kind of crazy, I guess, because they like overspend like trying to get everything ready, and they have to build. Oh, which by the way, when I was in Calgary, they had the Winter Olympics in Calgary, or like outside of Calgary, and we saw the free ski.
Oh yeah.
Where they without the sticks and they like do the jump, the ski jump or whatever.
Where they go like wee.
Yeah, literally we saw like the tower, and they're like, yeah, like it's just been sitting there since like the 80s or whenever it was in the.
Oh, they just keep it there.
They just keep it, and I guess that's why it's so expensive. Like same with Beijing Olympics, they have like a huge arena that.
Well, I guess it's like a lot to like take it away and bring it places.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people are trying to like boycott the Olympics, but what I found most interesting is like they've instilled like a no sex policy.
For the
Babe, they're adults.
Like during the Olympics?
Yeah. Like
How
during
would they know?
Right. Well, during the like they have like their Olympic apartments or whatever that the different teams stay in. I guess different teams per different sports. I don't know if it's like all the sports from all the countries you're all staying in the same thing, or like however it's done. But yeah, they're having like cement beds, and they're having like I don't know, it's like 4 people per room, and it's like these tiny twin beds, and it's like not comfortable, but it's like, but you also want them to be comfortable because like they need to compete and win for your country. So I'm just like, babe, they're adults. If they want to fuck, let them fuck. You know what I mean? Like stop trying to be such a cock block, and like let them have a little Olympic baby. Like who gives a shit?
Yeah.
I don't know.
If
like
they do, then how does that affect their performance?
Yeah, like actually, I'm like, I might make it better, but I actually have heard, I honestly want to say like Jessie James Decker, I heard from this. I know way too much about her sex life because she announces it, but I want to say that like during her show, remember when she had that like Eric and Jessie or whatever like on E. She was like, yeah, Eric won't have sex with me because he has to get ready for the game, and it's like a lot of testosterone, and he like needs to be amped up for the game. I'm like, ew, why do I know that? You know?
Yeah.
But maybe that's it too. Maybe they're like, we don't want you to have sex because we need all that rage or testosterone. But it's like, women have testosterone too, right? I guess.
Yeah, just not a high amount.
A lot. Yeah. I don't know.
Or else we'd be a boy.
Right. I say let him fuck. Who cares? Okay. Aroma 360 is under fire for a scam. Have you heard about that? Miami-based home fragrance called out by customers. So basically, okay, you guys might know Aroma 360 from all the like Facebook ads from like the Housewives. Most recently, Lisa Hochstein. That is, you know, had a partnership with her doing her own luxury scent and everything with Aroma 360. Now, I'm not mad at her for getting her coin, but apparently the company is charging people for kind of like a Jen Shaw situation. They just keep running her credit card. Let's see. The company sells fragrance and oils and the company sells fragrance oils and machine diffusers advertised on their website as much as $1,500. But customers who reached out to a local tent said they got way more than what they signed up for. I feel like I was lied to, said a customer, Molly, that they did not, you know, give me all the information. She is one of several customers who claimed they were misled. She told Local 10 that she had bought the product previously from Aroma 360. Afterward, a representative from the company cold called her with an offer to join their VIP program. Molly said to the rep they offered her a free diffuser if she signed up for a monthly subscription. I asked how many times it was going to affect my credit, and they told me no. In fact, she had filled out a credit application unknowingly, financing her purchase through a third-party biller, United Account Services, totaling nearly $4,000 plus 9.9% of yearly interest. After I, received my first statement, I realized there was, $17,000 of a credit line, she said. That's ridiculous. I would have lost my mind. Oh my God, there was another customer that tried to get a breakdown of the billing. When I called them, they said, no, we only have one contract for you and it's for $15,000. This is the other customer. She said that she was being billed for more than what she agreed to and bought 2 diffusers after sales reps signed her up for a 2-year subscription. She said, scroll down to the next page, initial scroll down, next page, without even reviewing each page. There's no breakdown of the money. That is crazy. Is this a fire festival of aroma products, right? Said Jeremy Liu, a photographer of Nevada who also had issues with the company. As soon as they sell it to you, they're ghosting you. They're gone. Wow, that is crazy. I'm glad I never bought that. I always thought that was crazy. Like, I don't want to go in my attic. You have to like go in your attic and you hook it up to your HVAC. And I feel like things like that, I mean, if Taylea was here, she would tell you that, they're super bad for your body and your, endocrine system and your skin and just your sinuses and all that stuff. But I also think it's weird to put a fragrance in your HVAC. Like, your HVAC is supposed to filter out parabens, and I made that up. Is that the right word? But, like dust mites and like just different viruses and whatever. And like, you're literally pumping fragrance in there. Chemicals. You're literally pumping chemicals. So it's crazy. Watch out for Aroma 360. Okay. Let's talk about Traitors. I'm so obsessed. Season 3 is underway. I guess they're already filming. They already announced the cast. We have Dorinda. We have Dolores for Real Housewives of New Jersey. We have Sierra from Summer House, which, by the way, I heard a rumor this week, again, this is just a rumor, that Lindsay Hubbard of Summer House was supposed to be on Traitors, but apparently she's pregnant with the new guy she's been dating, and therefore she wasn't able to go forward with the Traitors. She was trying to keep it under wraps, but I guess they found out and they replaced her with Sierra. I don't know. That's what I heard. I guess we'll find out. It's all alleged. Not coming for Lindsay. But I'm so excited. Dude, Dorinda, I hope she... Oh, Tom Sandoval is on there, obviously. I hope he gets voted off first. Let me look at the rest of the cast. Okay, Variety. Oh, Chriselle. Oh, what I think is crazy is Britney Spears' ex, Sam Asghari, is going to be on there. Him and Tom Sandoval need to go immediately. They are traitors, in my opinion, Um, Bob the Drag Queen, Brittany Hayes. Okay, I don't really watch Survivor, Big Brother. Chanel Ion. I don't think she's. Is she on there? Could you imagine Chanel Ion on Traders? Robin Dixon is going to be on there, and I think she's going to last as long as Sheree did, doing the bare minimum and just kind of scathing by. I think that's going to be hilarious. Dorinda, literally, like, I just know she can't be a traitor because she's going to be way too funny as a faithful. She's going to be like, I know you're a traitor. Like, she's going to be slurring dirty martinis. I'm obsessed with Dorinda. I think she's so funny. I will say I've been compared to her. You know, I guess she, gets a little aggro, but like whatever. We're both such cherries. Okay, we're passionate people. Dylan Efron is going to be on there. Do you know Zac Efron had a brother?
I had to see a picture.
Casey?
Can't see that far. No, I didn't.
So he's going to be on there. I thought he was married. I guess he's not married. Apparently, Dylan and Zac Efron's dad remarried, and they had 2 kids. So I thought those 2 kids were his kids, but they're not. They're just his brother and sister. And I guess because he's not super famous, he spends like a lot of time with them. I don't know. But I love that, honestly. They're both hot. Holy shit. I would take either one of them. Gabby from The Bachelorette, or Bachelorette is going to be on there. And then, we have Lord Ivor Mountbatten. So we have a royal. So this is Prince Philip's side of the family. Okay. I kind of love that they have like royal, parliament, like something or other. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of cool. And Nikki Bella is there. A lot of people are saying, I don't know about Boston Rob Mariano. He is on the 4th, 8th, and 20th seasons of Survivor, finally winning Survivor Redemption Island in 2011. People are, I guess, Survivor fans, they're really wanting him to be a traitor. They were saying that he would be a really good traitor. Absolutely can't wait for this. I would love to know. Oh, and then Wells Adams is going to be on there too. Do you know Wells? Bachelor in Paradise / like Bachelorette. Yeah. And he's married to Sarah Hyland, which I actually have a funny story about her. Literally, this is so basic, but I went to like my favorite like local bar when I lived in LA, and like we were all waiting for the Ubers or whatever, and like I just started randomly talking to her, and her dog had like chomped on her glasses, and I was like, oh my god, I know teeth marks when I've seen them, started talking to her. We were like kikiing, haha, shooting the shit, whatever, tried on her glasses, and I was like, wait, what's your name? She's like, Sarah. I literally go, my cousin's name is Sarah.
You didn't know it was her?
I didn't know it was her but I was like kind of looking at her. I was like, you look familiar. Like maybe I've met you before, Anyways, unfortunately didn't get her number. I almost did, and we could have become besties. But Sarah Hyland, I feel like she gets like a bad rep lately, but like.
From what?
I liked her. I don't know, something about like Love Island US. People didn't like her.
Oh. I didn't even know she was on that.
She's the host, and then she got replaced with Ariana recently. But then it's like then Sarah Hyland got replaced, or like Ariel got replaced by Sarah Hyland. I think they just rotate out different hosts to keep it interesting. Yeah. So I don't know. I liked her. She had good vibes to me, but I don't really know too much. So I think that'll be exciting. I literally cannot wait for Traders. I'm going to be talking about it uncontrollably, way too much, and can't wait for that. Alec Baldwin is getting a new TLC show. Not that I want to say he's mighty, but I'm just like how the mighty have fallen. Like stars, they're just like us trying to get a buck. Like, I don't know. I'm absolutely going to be glued. First of all, I think that's crazy that like no other network wanted to sign, and like they had to go with TLC. Like he didn't get Bravo, he didn't get Peacock, he didn't get Hulu, Netflix.
Yeah.
Freeform, because Freeform's trying to do, I feel like TLC is better than Freeform, but like Freeform is trying to do like the reality TV space about the Grand Cayman, which I absolutely hated that show. I'm not going to be watching. Yeah, I don't know. Like, is Hilaria going to be doing her accent? Are we going to see the real her? I don't know. I hope it's going to follow them with this trial, though, and get like more insight as to. I hope it's not going to be about her and the kids. And I hope it's going to be more about like them and the kids, or like mostly just them. And like, then that begs the question of like, are the kids getting residuals? And are the kids okay with being on TV? That whole thing. But I don't know. I'm going to be watching the Baldwins on TLC. Real Housewives of New Jersey is not getting a reunion, and it's on pause. That's crazy. I'm not really caught up on Real Housewives of New Jersey, but I'm caught up, I guess, like enough with like knowing that. No, but I just think it's crazy. And Andy was saying that like when you see the season finale of Real Housewives of New Jersey, you're gonna realize that like why we didn't do a reunion. Apparently there's a lot that goes into reunions. The women, the housewives get paid a lot of money to be at reunion, and it's like the majority of their paycheck, and so they're pissed that they're not doing it. And I don't know. Apparently, there's also going to be like a whole shakeup on Real Houses in New Jersey. I don't know if they're going to get rid of Teresa. I feel like they obviously need to like keep Teresa and like get rid of everybody else and like shake everybody else up. So I'll be interested to see about that. The Valley was amazing. The season finale was amazing. Janet is really the real villain of this season. Like, they're trying to make it Kristen. You're always trying to make Kristen the villain. You're also always trying to make Jax the villain. And I will say, the way that he treated Brittany at Big Bear, but like, I also just feel like Brittany knew what she was signing up for 10 years ago. Like, I feel bad for her, yes. But I'm also like, a lever doesn't change its spots, I don't know. I definitely think she needs to leave. I've seen what I need to see. She's finally woken up. She has money. She has the financial means to go out and be on her own. I think she's part owner in this bar. It really should have been called Jackson Brittany Studio City. Like, it really is like a labor of her love, to be honest. But yeah, I wouldn't stand for that shit either. We're too old, too grown, especially him. He's like almost 50. He's like closer to 50 than he is to 40. He's like 45 or something. And it's like, now, I did agree with Jax in the beginning or like mid-season where he was talking about like, okay, like we have this financially, we have the bar, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's not like in the plan right now to have a child. But then I also see Brittany's side where she was like, but we have been planning this for like a year. And you said this month is going to be a good month. And then now all of a sudden you're pulling the rug out from under me. So I definitely think, like, I don't think Brittany's manipulative. I definitely think what she's saying is the truth, and how she said something about the cameras, about how he finally made the therapy appointment, and then when the cameras were rolling, he was like, I have a therapy appointment, and then that he won't go, and in his confessional, he was like, I canceled it. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, in my opinion, I just feel like, yeah, like a lever doesn't really change the spot. So, I want Brittany to be happy. If she is, I hope she goes through with the divorce and like just they can co-parent and they can like be happy, or they can work on their issues and Jax gets it together. I have no idea, but he's also out with like all these girls lately. He was seen with some random girl, brought her to like a birthday party. Didn't like that. So Jesse, just kind of a douchebag. Also, like, I understand, like, they're having, like, issues, and, like, I do think there's a part of Jesse that's, like, really sensitive, but I also think there's a part where, like, Michelle had told him for, like, months, even years to, like, get it together, and, like, he didn't, and, like, therefore, now he's like, oh, wait, what? I had to say, every time he's, like, such a horn dog to Michelle, I also get so turned off. Like, ew. Like, I'm your wife. I get it. Yeah, I guess I'm like grateful that, like, happy that like you're not grateful, but like, sure, I'm happy that like you're attracted to me. But like, ew. Like, honestly, if I was Michelle, I would be like, ew, do you fuck? Like, ugh, do you get laid ever? And like, I know the response would be no, but I'm like, and I wonder why, because you're acting like fucking horny 15-year-old and it's turning me off. You know what I mean? It's like, make me feel emotionally safe. Like, do all the things that I'm asking you to do, and like, let's work on our marriage and our relationship, and then we'll get there. Like, I can't, just for me too, personally, like, I can't get there if like other emotional needs aren't being fulfilled. Like, I'm so turned off. I can't do it. So yeah, can't wait for that. Love the Valley season 2. Lala and Sheena are trying to come onto the Valley. The show creator has said that he's like, we are not casting for the Valley. Everybody's on the Valley is coming back for season 2. We don't need any more people on the Valley. So I love that Lala and Sheena won't be on there. Okay, Northwest was in Lion King.
She was Simba.
I really hate that.
So funny.
It's not funny. It's actually like so disrespectful to like the actual child actors and performers who like work their whole quote childhood.
I didn't actually see it. I just heard it.
No, I know you're being sarcastic, but I'm just saying like so disgusting. And also Kim was on Actors to Actors with Chloe, I forget her name, and apparently Kim paid $1 million to Variety to be on their Actors to Actors.
Oh my gosh.
Just like she probably paid somebody to make North Simba. North sucked. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. I don't care if she's a kid. The real world is, and maybe she will always be protected. And I don't mean protected like anything bad happens. I'm just saying like, come on. Like money just really talks these days, I guess. And it's such a slap in the face to all of the real performers that are actually adult performers that are in the show, let alone the child performers and the child actors that continue to work on Broadway and continue to do plays and things like that and have amazing voices and are amazing performers that got robbed of the opportunity. And then you have to be like, as a 10-year-old, oh, I'm getting compared to Northwest. And it's like, wait, but I'm way better than North. And it's like, wait, am I better than North? Like, no, you are better than North. You just are not Kim Kardashian throwing millions of dollars to get their child on stage.
They said she got a standing ovation.
The Kardashian hype, I'll never understand. I never have understood. It's never been my thing. I'm sure they're nice people. Like, I've been in close proximity to them, but like, and like, they're fine. I'm not saying I hate them by any means. I'm just like, I respect their entrepreneurial endeavors. I don't respect their creative endeavors. Like, this to me is a creative endeavor. You're also comparing yourself, Kim Kardashian, as an actor to be on Actors to Actors, trying to do like the struggle and like talk about cinematography and talk about like the, struggles and like the art of film. You were in American Horror Story. Like, and you were in a cameo and a Tyler Perry movie. Like, what's going on? I don't know. I think they're good. Well, also, I don't even know if they're good at business. It's just like they're good at putting people in place who are good at business. And obviously, Kris Jenner is really good at business and managing and shit like that. It's like a whole triangle thing, funnel, as you know. I just think, whatever. I watched these 2 new shows. One's on Hulu, one's on Netflix. I watched Eric on Netflix, which I thought was crazy. Which I thought was crazy because that's my dad's name. It's like a basic name. But what I thought was crazier as I'm watching, my name, Raya, Raya, pronounced Raya in the show, is also in the show. So we have Eric and Raya. Excuse me, why didn't I get a call, Netflix? Hello. I could have been a great druggie, a great homeless person. Come on. It's starring Benedict Cumberbatch. Honestly, I don't want to ruin anything for you. Such a good miniseries. Thank God it's a limited series because it doesn't need a season 2. I thought there's an overarching story, I'll just tell you, about the son. He goes missing, okay? And then intertwined with that is a bunch of also different story arcs and different, character stories intertwined. And I love when it's so beautifully written like that, and when it's not just like a flat flat story. It has a lot of dimension, a lot of character development, a lot of things that different people can relate to. And I think it was a really, really, really great story, really well written. Hits a lot of points. It's set in the 80s and during the AIDS epidemic, and it does a lot of it hits a lot of points in that time. And Benedict Cumberbatch is a puppeteer. So, you know, I really didn't give away the story at all, but I think it's really great and you guys should watch it. The next one is Under the Bridge. Another great story. Unfortunately, that story is true. It's about 6 teenagers. I think it ended up being 14, but 6 teenagers were convicted of murdering this other teenager, Rena Verk, in Canada and Victoria, British Columbia. And they beat her to death. And then these other teenagers, these other 2 that got convicted, they have life in prison. I believe that one of them just got out on parole in 2010. And then one of them is like on their 3rd appeal, and you know, hopefully she'll never get out. But the 2 teenagers, it's crazy because like it was a guy and a girl, and like the guy didn't even know Rena and just participated in this murder basically. And there was this other girl, Kelly. She was the one that physically held Rena under the water and drowned. But it was gut-wrenching, and that was another good one. I feel like I'm gonna go on a deep dive with that, with like different podcasts and true crime like that, because you know, I do think it was like racially charged. She was Indian. She was heavier. She, you know, her parents were like, she struggled with her weight and trying to fit in. And you know, what were you doing at 15? You were doing the same things, you know, and like back in the 90s, and they, you know, were into that like hip hop culture. And a couple of the friends that she made were like in a group home and like were just kind of troubled teens. And she was like looking and where to fit in, and she wanted to be cool. And, you know, I definitely think it's just so sad the way that things went down, and it's disgusting. So watch those 2 shows. If you haven't signed up for our newsletter, please do that, because we put in what we're watching in there, and, you know, different things that we're obsessed with, different beauty products, kind of what's going on, recaps of the episode, our brews and booze reviews. We haven't done one in a while. I need to go to the store. I'm so sorry. I'm also waiting on like 2 orders to come in, but they're taking forever to ship. And, you know, so we are doing that. Well, that's all for the show today, guys. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Please rate, subscribe, love, tag us in all of your stories. Please let us know that you're listening. We love that. We'll repost you. DM us at coffee.meets.vodka on TikTok and Instagram. Follow us everywhere you get podcasts, Coffee Meets Vodka, and on YouTube, Coffee Meets Vodka. And again, please use our Caraway code. Everything will be linked to the show notes, carawayhome.com/CMV for 10% off your order. Go get that pre-Father Day special. Your dads will love it. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Thumbnail.